University admissions, pathway programs, and job applications are the growing number of institutes that are accepting and supporting the TOEFL Essentials as their preferred language test. Not only does it have academic and general English, it also has this adaptive program that adjusts the questions to match your skill level. Today, we're taking an in-depth look to see why you should never read the passage first. So let's get started. I'm Scott from HZADEducation. 22 to 33 minutes, and you have about 30 to 45 questions in the reading section. Today, I want to cover all of the habits that make people lose scores and some of the reading strategies that'll help top scorers gain that 10-11 bandwidth score. Part number 1 is looking for vocabulary. Matching vocabulary. This is not about memory. This is not about identifying synonyms, and that's where a lot of people simply lose marks. But you are looking for vocabulary based on context. You'll see 4 words down below. You'll have to match one of those 4 words to the selected word above. So first, what we are going to do is eliminate the answers that just logically don't make sense. These will stand out. They're quite obvious. They just don't match. They're not a synonym. They're not in context. Cross out. You could use a pen and paper or just your mind. Eliminate the first 2 options. Then there are going to be 2 possible options. Now remember, you're looking for the word, the vocabulary word, that best match, the closest match. Let's take a look at another example. We have the word generous, and the words below are selfish, rich, giving, and hungry. And again, right away, I'm going to cross out selfish and hungry. You should be doing this very quickly. Rich and giving. A generous person is rich. All right, that matches in context. But generous means that you are giving. Now, the closest one here is giving. A generous person or generous means that you are giving money, giving time, you are giving things to people or stuff. So although rich is kind of suitable there, it doesn't match, it's not 100%, we're going for the closest word in context. This is what I mean by not looking for synonyms, not memorizing vocabulary. You're simply looking for the closest match in context. You have around 10 to 15 questions. Now, if you're really struggling with vocabulary, as a teacher, I do recommend the book Wordily Wise. It's designed for students under 18 for the education system, but it has a lot of these questions where you're matching best fit. So if you're looking, Wordily Wise is a great book to be studying. They have level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 as well. So you have lots of different choice. Now, section 2 is called General Reading. Yes, this is testing your general English abilities. So the biggest mistake is treating this like a school reading assignment, because it's not that. You're going to see reading sections like a social media post, an email, or even a menu. Very casual, but you have to identify the right question from the beginning. We have A, B, C, D options. Don't read the passage first. The reason why you don't want to read the passage first is because you will waste time. So what I suggest, and what all of our test takers do, is first start with the question. Start with the question, and the question is going to tell you what is important. Don't read the A, B, C, D options yet. You will anticipate what the answer is, and then you will skim the text to confirm your thoughts, your answer. So read the question first, read the general English context second, then A, B, C, D, and this will help to verify your answer to make you feel more confident that that answer is correct, and you get to save time. So let's take a look at an example. You might get something like this, where there are directions and warnings for a medicine bottle. Now, first I'm going to read the question based on the label. Who should avoid this medicine? Or I'm looking for who. Right away, I go past purpose, past how to use, past ingredients, directly to do not use if. Do not use if you have a liver problem or regularly consume alcohol. Now let's go to our question. Letter B says a person with liver disease who drinks wine most evenings. Well, this medicine is not for you, and I just saved myself a lot of time because I only read do not use and I only read B. Well, you might have to read A, B, C, D, but you're skimming very quickly. Question, search for the answer it, confirm your understanding. Now, section 3, yes, it is academic reading, although it's still not as difficult as section 4. Section 3 is a time killer, so yes, work quickly. Read the question first, and this time you are going to look for synonyms. Compare those synonyms from the true, false, or not stated, and compare that what is in the table above. So it always is presented in a table. You're not stated, that one might give you the most trouble. Don't overthink it. If the answer is not there, it's not there. So let's take a look at the table like this. We have a table about a giant panda, super cute, he's adorable. My first question says that giant pandas are found mainly in central China. Okay, so found in is quite synonymous with the box about habitat. They're found in, that's their habitat. So yes, true, I can skim through. They are mainly found in China. Mainly found. Sometimes you'll find synonyms or words that throw you off. Careful with words like always, certainly, essential. Those words can be tricky. Next, eat more. Giant pandas eat more during the night than during the day. So yes, I will go to the column of diet. That's eat more. And I don't see anything about nighttime. Let's go over to interesting facts. It says they eat 14 hours a day, but that's not eat more. Okay, not given. Don't overthink it. Next, giant pandas spend more than half of their day eating. Again, first I'm thinking diet. The answer is not in diet. Next, I'm thinking interesting facts. Okay, they spend 14 hours eating per day, so that is true. That is about more than half, right? You have to do some mental math there. You are going to read pretty much every box, but you're going to do it one step at a time. So you're looking at the question first, then looking at the table for the academic English. Here, most test takers lose time because they're trying to infer the answer, not verify it. What I want you to do is verify your own answer. Read the question first, go to the table next. It'll save you time. Now it all comes down to section 4, academic reading. Academic reading, it is an academic text. You're going to get a long text and it has 6 questions. This one's like over 500 words, so you do have to read more. Most amount of time and most overall reading. But still, you are not going to read the whole text first. Step 1, glance at the text for about 5 seconds. You should know generally what is the topic and what is the writer's opinion. Be looking for an opinion. Is this topic beneficial or harmful? Do they think there's more or less? Identify the opinion in the first 5 seconds. Go straight away to the question. The first question is probably going to say, what is the main idea of this text? All right, you need to know what is the main idea. This is when we'll go back to the text and you will spend a little bit more time skimming through it, trying to get main ideas. You can definitely cross out, eliminate answers that do not fit, and then identify some keywords. So if I'm looking at question number 1, it says, what is the main idea? What best summarizes the text? I'm going with B because it has 2 parts. Remote work has introduced opportunities. Good, and we see that. There's like, fueled by technology, accelerated remote work. That was right in the introduction sentence. But it carries drawbacks. And I did see that halfway through the paragraph, we have a transitional word. Nevertheless, critics argue remote work has widened inequalities. All right, so there's a pro and a con, and B fits best. Next, the word erosion in the second paragraph is closest to the meaning, so I'm going directly to the word erosion in the second paragraph, skimming and scanning, and I see that it weakens of something over time until a certain point. So it is weakening it over time. So in general, this is the TOEFL Essentials test for the reading section. Vocabulary questions, context-based. General reading, this is a little bit easier, only 2 to 4 multiple choice. Academic, true, false, 4 questions. And academic passage, longest section, save time. Make sure that you have enough time to answer all 6 questions. And plus read enough. Now, if you want to get a top score, top bandwidth score for the TOEFL Essential Test, check out the link in the description below. We've put together an entire course so that you can get the best score and get that admission into your work, your education, or to your future. So link is in the description below. You can access it there. I'm Scott from HZADEducation. If you find this information helpful, do us a favor. Please give us a like and a subscribe so that you can follow up to date with our latest content. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.